what up? It's your girl Taylor J, and you are now tuning in to Dominant Roller TV.
I thought it was over. I'ma show you, I'm a dominant roller.
What's up? This Trolley with Dominant Roller TV. We have Taylor J in the building. What's going on?
What's poppin'? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm great. I'm happy and healthy to be here.
Yeah, I see you've been making some moves lately. I see you just like it seemed like you just came back on the scene and you're looking great.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
So like tell me, have you been working out?
I have. I've been working out. I've been eating my veggies.
Okay.
You know, I've been making sure I keep a clean diet, stuff like that.
So how's the eating regimen? Like how are you doing? Are you eating like salads and I'm saying
That's a good question. You know what? I lost like about 93 pounds, honestly, and I did it through a plant-based diet. People laugh and they think that's crazy and funny, but no meat, no dairy products, no animal byproducts, anything like that. Strictly just greens, fruits, nuts, and stuff like that.
So you're vegan?
Yeah.
Okay, so when did you start that?
I started that about a year ago. Actually, I know the exact date, December 6th, 2017.
Wow.
16, because it's like just now 18, so yeah, 2016.
Well, you look great.
Thank you very much.
And I like the new pictures that you've been posting out as well.
Thank you.
It seemed like Taylor J's turning back up.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to anyway.
So before we get off into some other things, I just want to bring up that first off, you're one of the only real life battle rappers from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yeah, I am.
Representing like hard.
I am.
Like I'm not sure if you're still doing the battling, but I know you had a long run.
Yeah, like I was battling for about 4 years. 4 or 5 years maybe.
Yeah.
I retired kind of early on because I wanted to take some time off to get healthy and take care of myself and get my mind state right. Because like when you're battling and you're traveling from state to state and stuff like that, you're doing a lot of partying and y'all hanging out and y'all going out and y'all clubbing and stuff.
Yeah. You
know, that it kind of comes with the lifestyle or whatever. But I needed to take my time and make my thoughts clear if battling was what I really wanted to do for a long term, if music was what I wanted to do, because battling takes a lot of work. Like, people don't understand. It takes a lot of work, and it's a lot of stress or whatever. So I had to take my time, step back from it, and kind of focus. But you guys might see me again on URL.
I can't wait.
Thanks.
First off, like you said, it takes a lot of work, and I truly believe that because the wordplay that you have is ridiculous, and for you to remember that many bars,
right,
to so many different raps, it's like that's mind-boggling. Like how can you do that? Do you have to like? I don't even know what to ask on that. Like, how do you do that? That's what I want to ask you.
Well, it takes a lot of annoying everybody who lives in the house with you, first of all.
Yeah.
Because it's constantly repeating yourself all day, every day for like months at a time, because you find out like your opponent maybe like 3 months before the actual battle.
Okay.
So that gives you enough time to come up with your verses or whatever, and each round is normally like 3 minutes long. So basically it's like 3 songs that you're memorizing, and you have to come up with them, and you have to, and not when you learn the verses, then you have to know how you're going to pronunciate them once you're in front of your opponent. And it's just, you have to find your friends and the people who really love you and don't care to hear you say the same shit over and over and over again, right? Yeah. So that's how it works for me. Like I just, and I have to force myself, like even when I'm bored, I don't necessarily feel like doing it. I wake up in the morning and I'm rapping. You know, in the afternoon, I'm rapping all day. If I'm at work, I'm still rapping because I got a 9 to 5. Okay. I'm rapping everywhere I go. You know, all night.
Yeah. So like when you put it together like in a battle format, is it the same as if you were doing a song?
No, not at all.
Okay. What's the difference?
I started to feel a little empty, like, in battle rap, because you can't show any emotion. Like, you can't be emotional. Like, when you're doing music and making songs, at least I can, like, be emotional and speak from my heart and about how I feel about things. But in battling, The only objective is to attack your opponent and make them feel this small.
So it's like verbal boxing.
Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is, verbal boxing.
Okay, so you being at home, being at work, and just constantly rapping is kind of like you sparring.
Yeah, yes. And I call my friends up. Like, I had a camp that I was with, NOBL or whatever. We all in the same team. I called them and we sparred back and forth with each other. Because if they had battles and they were battling other people, we would just rap our verses to each other. And that's how we did it. And that's how we, kind of, it helped us memorize and, learn our verses and stuff like that.
First off, you have bars.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm just curious, how many raps you threw away because you were like, I can go harder than this?
Oh, I want to say millions.
Yeah. I can only imagine. I seen one. I can't repeat nothing you said. It's been a while since I seen this one.
Yeah.
But you flipped a word so many times on this one. It was a guy.
Yeah.
The way you flipped it, it was like it meant like 4 different things.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't. I can't fathom how do you come up with those type of lines? Like, you like, I'm gonna say it this way, then I'm gonna come back and say it this way. Like how do you do that?
You know what's crazy is I've been into battle rap like since Smack DVDs, like way back in the day. Are you familiar with Smack DVDs?
Yeah.
Way back in the day, and I always wanted to be like the guys. I'm like, you know what? I could do that, and I could be as raw as them because they like to separate us, the females from the males. But I'm like, why is there this separation when I feel like a lot of women and females are so much better than the men are? So I have to test myself. If I feel like it's not good enough, then I'll rewrite it a million times until I'm satisfied with it.
Right.
So I have to challenge what I think is my dopest verse or my dopest rhyme, and I have to figure out how to make it even better. Because these men, they don't play, what I mean?
Right.
Like, they're not gonna care that you're a woman.
Right. I seen some I thought was about to get the best of you, then you just like flipped it all the way around and was like, oh no, she's still going.
Yeah, my nerves are crazy. Like, when I get in front of these people, I'm like, you know what? I'm only 5'2", but it's up. What I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So how are you able? Like, first off, I know a lot of battle rappers can't convert to actually making real songs.
Yeah.
How do you separate the two? Because you can do both, actually.
Well, I'm a lover of hip hop.
Okay.
Period. So I grew up on hip hop. My mom is a hip hop fan, and her favorite rapper is Tupac, right? So like when I was like 9 years old and 8 and stuff like that, she was listening to all this stuff. And I shouldn't have been listening to it, but my mom was a gangster, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she had me listen to all this stuff or whatever. I'm like, this is raw. Like, what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this, you know what I mean? So like, it stuck with me, and I realized that when you love a art or a craft or something like that, you should be able to do everything under the umbrella.
Right.
I should be able to battle. I can't what is it? I can't break dance or stuff, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But, I should be able to battle. I should be able to make music. Like, I should be able to do all those things if I say I love hip-hop as much as I do.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that should be with every person that battles, and they should be able to make music. And I am one of the very few, because a lot of the other battle rappers I know, they can't make music.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they love it like I love it. You know what I mean? It's such a deep thing for me. Hip-hop is, it's in my soul, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to prove to myself that I could do it, and that this is something that I was actually gifted with and that I was born to do. So that's why I did it. Like, I did it for me. I didn't do it for, like, popularity or, to be noticed or whatever. I did it just to prove to myself that I could do it. But, like, I'm just so passionate about it. And, like, I have been watching it for so many years. And I'm like, man, like, if I say I want to rap and, I want to, do hip-hop or whatever, I should be able to battle. So that's kind of how it came. I reached out to this battler named Lady Luck.
Okay.
Shout out to her, because she's the reason for my whole career right now. Okay. And she put me in touch with Babs Bunny. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Babs Bunny, but she's an amazing person. I still talk to her now, and she put me in Queen of the Ring, and that was it.
So, Queen of the Ring, elaborate on that. What is Queen of the Ring?
Queen of the Ring is a female battle league. Matter of fact, it's the ultimate female battle league. It's the top female league in the country.
Yeah.
All the fire females battle on Queen of the Ring. Like, if you haven't hit the ring, it does not count.
So tell me about the battle that you had with Artie Boom.
Well, wow, okay. So I'm in California, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm at an event for Queen of the Ring, and I get a call from D-Bro, who is the owner of Queen of the Ring. And he's like, Taylor J, they're from New York, so they got their accent. Taylor J, yo, son.
Right.
I got Artie Boom on the plate for you. Interested? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm interested. Like, he's a URL battler. I don't know if you guys are familiar with URL. But anytime you get offered an opponent from Smack, you better take it. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm interested or whatever. So I only had a month to prepare for the battle. So I'm like, man, I got to go home and I need to block myself out from society and I need to write and practice. Mm-hmm. So I get my bars down or whatever and I fly out to New York and, like, I'm standing in front of him when we get to the event. And I have all these nerves, like, going up and down my body. Like, this is the first time I've ever been super, super nervous to battle somebody because he's so much bigger than I am.
Yeah.
And I know he's not about to be nice to me, So, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stand my ground or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I never forget, like, flipping the coin and me winning the coin toss. And him going first. And when he went first, I was like, ooh, like, how am I going to top this? You know what I mean? So I knew it would lead up to performance. Yeah. My bars were there, but his performance was outstanding. Okay. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to perform, and he's not going to get the best of me or whatever. So we battling or whatever, and he's like, he giving me vibes and stuff. I'm like, I'm doing my shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, So, like, the battle is going on and on, whatever. And the crowd is, like, reacting and they're going crazy or whatever. It's a little on me. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, this is fire. Like, it's like a feeling that I really cannot explain or describe. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's such an amazing battler. And he went to jail for like 5 years, so he's been locked up now for like 2 years because I think we battled about 2 years ago. Oh, wow. But he changed my life. Like, as far as my pen game goes, he changed me as an artist. That's why I love battle rap so much because it all filtered into what I do in music. Yeah. And it helped me with my wordplay and like just my metaphors and, how I write songs and stuff. So I really, really appreciate him as a battler and as an artist. That's what's up. Who won that battle? I say I won, but every battler. Right. I say I won that bitch, but like it's like a 2-1 situation. That's how we judge battles. I think I won 2-1. You guys can go watch that on the Queen of the Ring page. But the men are gonna say that he won because they're men. Okay. But the women and the gay dudes, they gonna be like, Taylor J got that. So. Okay. So you already know. You already know the spectacs. Yeah. Okay. So tell me. I know you have 3 mixtapes that you dropped, but do you have more? Yeah, I got more. You do? Yeah. Okay. Well. The first 3 my first 3 were like practice. Okay. They was like, dang, am I really this good or no? But the other ones, I have Nobody Safe and Nobody Safe 2. Those are my last mixtapes that I did. I'm really, really proud of those, actually. Are those out on... Yeah, they're on Dat Piff. Okay. Yeah. I have to catch up. The ones I have is the Cigarettes and Sequelities, For Love of Lyricists. Yeah, and the Emporium. Euphoria. Those are my baby tapes. Like, those are baby tapes. Like, I'm not going to sleep on myself. They go hard, though. Thank you. But they were kind of like me figuring out. They're so different from each other. I was kind of like figuring out what lane, I guess, I was in or what lane I was supposed to be in. Mm-hmm. Whatever. So, like, yeah, but, like, I did Nobody Safe 1, which I think is my best mixtape. Okay, and we can find that on thatpiff.com. Right? Definitely on thatpiff.com. It's so beautiful and so detailed. It's called the Nobody Safe 1, The Diary. So I'm really telling, like, everything that I've been through and all the situations, like love and just heartbreak and all that crazy stuff like that. And Nobody Safe 2 is, like, after the flood, so it was kind of like Little
The
gangster.
recent flood last year?
Yeah, the recent flood last year. But it's another one of my favorite tapes, you know.
When did that come out?
It came out like directly after the flood. I wanted to say like a week after the flood.
Did you put like any promotion behind it?
I promoted it, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But then I was also going through like such a tough time because I didn't have anywhere to live and you know, I was this place and that place. But I still wanted to put it out because I had been working so hard on this tape or whatever. So it's less emotional than the first one is, but it's still very, very dope.
Okay, I feel like I'm kind of behind on you because I feel like I haven't heard from you like a year.
Yeah, it's been about a year.
So like, what's been going on between that time? Like, to you know, why haven't we heard any Taylor J new music? Like,
That's a great
because
question.
it was on a whole nother scale. You know what I'm saying? We knew when it was gonna come out.
Yeah. I've been on like a spiritual journey. Like, I took some time like to get to know myself and get to know who I am as a person and as an artist. So I decided to take some time and leave rap and leave battle rap alone and kind of get to know myself because I realized like I was young. I was like 24, 25 and I was like partying all the time, hanging out, turning up.
Yeah.
And you know, I realized it had to be more to life than what I was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was rapping and all this stuff, but I still wasn't complete or satisfied. So I decided to take some time off. I was really unhealthy, you know, was drinking too much alcohol, smoking cigarettes and stuff like that. Things that, you know, I had to give up. So,
So now you like cold turkey from it all?
Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely, yeah.
Wow.
I changed my life completely. I changed my life. God changed my life because, you know what? On this journey, I developed a spiritual connection that I had never, ever had before. And it started when I changed my diet and I became a plant-based eater. And I developed a spiritual connection with God. Like, I became closer to Him. And, like, I tell people this story a lot. They laugh or they don't understand or whatever, but that's okay because I understand it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the right people get it. You know what I mean? It changed my life because the way I used to eat and the way I eat now, it taught me how to make better decisions. Not only with food, but just the decisions that I made on an everyday basis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't eat. It's like a lust and a love thing. Are you lusting for this or do you love this? You know what I mean?
Right.
So it taught me how to love myself in a way that I was unfamiliar with before. So through that, I felt like I left social media. Like, I was gone. Like,
see, I knew I haven't seen anything.
yeah,
You know,
I was gone. Like, I deactivated Facebook. I deleted Instagram. And I just took that time to become spiritually aware and realize the person that I was and that I was worthy and that, you know, there was a God and that God lived inside of me.
Yeah.
So I had to, you know, if I wanted to rap and I wanted to do all these things, first I had to find myself. You know, because you can't go on a path that's like this, lost. Yeah. Because you end up in a place that you don't want to be at. And I see it happen to so many people, so many other rappers and artists. If you don't know who you are, you're not gonna, like, I just feel like you're not gonna prosper like you should. Yeah. And learn what's important. So that's where I've been at. Like, for the past year, I've literally been learning who I am as a person and getting to know myself and my craft and my art and just becoming one with that. And first, in order to do that, you have to face all of your demons. You have to attack them head on. Yeah. And that's what I did. And it takes a lot of work, a lot of tears, a lot of pain. But it's worth it at the end of the day because I'm here now and I'm talking to you guys, you know. That's awesome, and we're glad to have you here. Thank you. What is the difference between the old Taylor J compared to the new Taylor J? Well, the new Taylor J is way more confident, and not because of a physical thing. It's because it's a mental thing, like an emotional thing. Like, I'm more confident in who I am as a person, so I have more to offer. Yeah. And I feel like back then I didn't really have anything to offer. I was kind of all over the place. And a lot of bad things happened to me back then. And I could have took those things and I could have sat down forever, you know, but I chose to do something different. I chose to use that to make me into who I am now. Like, especially in this rap world. Yeah. And me being amongst all these dudes or whatever. Like, these I have been in so many situations where people I thought were my friends have put me in bad situations and messed over me to a point where I couldn't believe it. I cried, all these things, but I used them to as fuel to make me a better person. So now it is what it is.
That's what's up. Now, back to the substance abuse part. Yeah. Like, first off, I know it's hard. It's hard for a lot of people to just say, I'm not going to do this anymore. Yeah. You know, some people think this is my habit. I'm going to do this the rest of my life. Yeah. You got to go from something. Yep. You know, like, what gave you, like, that extra strength to be like, I'm really done this time?
God. Good Lord. Like, God. Like, it's like I had an epiphany. Literally, I had an epiphany one day. And I woke up, and I just felt different, like, than I had ever felt. And I was like, oh, this is weird. This is different. But day by day, it didn't happen like this. Like, day by day, I just started believing a little bit more that there was something more. Or, you know, I was put here for a bigger reason than, you know, what I had thought in the past. Yeah. It took God to change me. Like, I don't even know how to put it. Like, it makes me emotional, kind of. Because, like, I thought I knew God before this whole thing, but apparently I didn't. Like, I was so far removed from what God was. And I think they teach you that God is, like, out there. You know what I mean? And you have to go search and you talk to him out there. But I learned that you talk to him in here. And that's what changed me as a person. Because I learned to talk to him in here. And the more I did that, the more whole I became. You know what I mean? So it changed my life. Like, I put down the alcohol, I put down the cigarettes, I put down everything that I was doing that was causing my body harm. Yeah. And it's crazy because I started to become this woman that I didn't even know existed. And I started to realize that me and God was like this because God lives inside of me. Yeah. You know, and I think that's the message for everybody or anybody that's struggling with any demons or habits that, you know, they feel like they can't get rid of. Black and Miles, I was addicted to Black and Miles. Like, I had Lortabs, cocaine. I had many horrible, cocaine. I had, like, so many horrible habits. And it's all because I felt an emptiness in myself. I could love other people, but I just could not love myself for some reason. So, like I said, I just woke up one day and I was like, because I had tried 1 billion times and I failed every time. You know? And that's the crazy thing about life. That last time that you fail and you give up, that could have been the time that changed your life. You know what I mean? So for me, we decided that this was it. You know what I mean? And I stopped drinking, I stopped smoking, I stopped doing every single thing. And, like, I just became this person, y'all. It's crazy. Like,
that's
I'm here.
Great.
It's just, like, y'all, it's amazing. I'm telling you.
Like, you didn't have any urges or anything that try to make you go back or anything?
I thought about it, but I always knew that it wasn't worth it.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I thought about it, but, like, my will to change and stuff was so much stronger than those habits. And, like, the demons and stuff, like, I was just done with it. I had done it for so many years, and I knew how failing felt. I wanted to feel how being successful felt, because I had never felt that feeling before. So I started losing weight. I was working out like a maniac. Yeah. Like, I was watching so many documentaries and just, I started caring about animals.
Yeah, okay.
It got crazy for me. Like,
that's what's up.
Like, and you know, people make fun of me. They're like, girl, you don't eat meat or whatever. Girl, you better eat that chicken. You better. Nah, I don't eat meat or whatever. Like, I just feel like the love that I could never give myself, I give it to everything now, including myself. So I treat everything equal, whether it's an animal, it's a human, it's, you know, I treat everything equal because I feel like everything living on this planet is equal, and it all deserves respect, you know.
Okay.
So I was watching Sycamore Ranson's interview that you did with her, And, you know, I saw her saying that she was like the queen of Baton Rouge or whatever.
First of all, I'm the queen of my city. Like, I do this shit. Like, ain't nobody really spitting like how I be spitting as far as like different women. I ain't gonna shit on nobody because everybody doing their thing, but I just feel like I'm that dope, which I feel like every woman should feel that way.
Right.
And I'm a huge, first of all, I'm a huge, huge fan of Sycamore, and she knows that. Like, she's known me for about 6 or 7 years, so we've known each other for a while. And I've always been a fan of her lyricism. And I saw, like, she was saying that she's the queen of Baton Rouge or whatever. And, you know, she feels like every woman that raps should feel like they're the queen. Mm-hmm. So I give her that title. I think, you know, she deserves it. She worked really hard. The thing with me is I don't feel like I'm the queen of anything. Mm-hmm. I've always labeled myself as a goddess. And it's the same way when it comes to rap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it's so much deeper than queen shit with me because so many women want to be the queen. And I just feel like it's a title that's so flexible, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And for me, I was never interested in that. Like, I'm the goddess. Everybody who knows that about me. And what's crazy about that is I never wanted to be a rapper. Okay. It's something that chose me. And that was the fight for me. And it's still the fight for me now because I feel like I don't fit in. Because, like, you talking to me now, I'm very proper speaking. You know, I'm very, like, people would say.
Like real life proper.
I know, like, people would say I'm strange. Like, I listen to rock music. Like, I'm so different. Mm-hmm. And, like, if it was up to me, I would have been a science teacher. Because I love astrology so much. But for some reason, God was like, here you go. You gonna be a rapper. I was like, damn, like I could have been doing something else. But I'm out here rapping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it haunts me. And I'd be crazy like to waste my talent. Because I feel like it's effortless to me. I've never done something that I felt like was so effortless. And rapping is effortless to me. Like, I can literally write an entire song in like 5 minutes and it's just raw, you know. I'm like, dang.
Wow.
You know, like, what? That's nothing. Like, where your next beat at? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's how I am as an artist. And I'm like, dang, but it haunts me too because it's not an industry that I'm comfortable in, which is crazy.
Why is that?
It's because, like, all of the hate and competition and negativity that comes along with being a rapper, I'm just not with that, like, because I'm such a deep person and, like, I'm such a loving person. Yeah. It's hard for me to understand, well, not understand, but it's hard for me to be in a community where there's so much and everybody's stepping on top of each other and, like, abusing each other and friends messing over friends and, like, doing all this crazy stuff just because everybody wants fame. It's like, they don't want anything but fame. Like, that's crazy. Yeah. And that's what makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to be, like, rich unless I'm rich in my heart. Because if I'm rich in my heart, then money will come. And that's what people don't understand. All of that materialistic stuff will come once you have your priorities in order. So I take my time to build a solid foundation for myself, get my priorities in order, and money and all that other stuff. I know it'll come. I'm blessed, you know, and I know I'm gifted. So I'm not bothered by the next woman or the next man, you know. And I'm better than most of these niggas, like, psh.
Wow.
You know, I just had to put that out there.
Just put that out there, right?
But I respect all my women. Like, I want to see us all rise up because we deserve it. Yeah.
What are some more females from Baton Rouge that you think go hard?
That's a good question. I want to say, Lady SG. Yeah. I love her. She's so beautiful and talented. And, I'm not trying to be rude or leave anybody out, but, like, I'm 100% honest. I said Sycamore. She's number 1. Her, Lady SG, I don't know anybody else that raps. Lucky Star, she's pretty cool. I like lyricism, though. Like, I like, you know.
Bars.
Yeah, I like bars. Yeah. So, I don't really know. It's one girl, but I can't think of her name, and I feel so bad. I can't think of her name right now. But other than that, I don't even know any other females that rap in the city. Team Tune or whatever.
Yeah, she sings though.
I was gonna say, I love her voice. She's
Yeah.
a singer, but I think she raps sometimes. But I love her voice.
Yeah,
and,
she has a pretty voice.
That's all I really know. I don't know any other rappers in the city.
So, like, what should we be looking forward to coming from Taylor J 2018?
A million things.
A million
A
things.
million billion things, because guess what? I am happy. I am fulfilled as a human, as a female, as a woman. And I am not going to stop at all. Like,
Yes.
I have so many things to give you guys and so many gems that I have to offer you guys. And I just hope that it's life-changing for everybody that listens to me and people watching who don't even know who I am. Like, I just want people to know me personally so that when I put stuff out there, you realize that it's authentic. It's really who I am.
Yeah.
It's not made up. It's not fake. This is really who I am. And I'm super proper, but I'm really a gangster too, though. Like, my personality is crazy, you know what I mean? So this year, you're going to catch a lot of visuals from me. I am going to do a project, but it probably won't be out until, like, the fall time or, like, the winter, because I'm really trying to perfect my thoughts and how I put songs in order and just do things properly this time around, and not just be like, okay, I'm going to put a mixtape out, I'm going to put this on it, that on it, this on it, this, and I want to feature from this person. Yeah. This time around, I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to do what feels right from my heart so that I can offer the fans and the supporters 1,000% me. You know what I mean? So just look forward to everything Taylor J this year, like, because it's really up this year. And I'm healthy, so, like, I can't be stopped. Like, I don't be sipping on lean and nothing. I just be rapping and shit. That's it. Chilling.
You thought it was over. I'ma show you, I'ma dominate.